Call of Cthulhu. As you can see, we're in the Nameless bookstore. Last time we took on the Shambler. My big brain plays of stabbing the painting. So for these loading screens. Feel free to skip ahead with the loading screens as well. Hey, enter madness. So
where's the bookseller?
We're in the bookstore. I'm going to do a lot of investigating
The
for
Interpretation of Dreams.
for
It's the work
books.
that laid the foundations of psychoanalysis at the beginning of this century.
It's gonna be a bit tedious for a couple of minutes, but
Another volume of the Reverend's wife's diary.
if you guys want to read this, feel free to pause as well. I'm not going to read every single thing. If I feel like it's vital, I'll read it, but A, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. B, I'm lazy. Well, I'm not lazy, I'm not a very good reader at 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't think anyone is. You know, just your daily
The Book of
books,
Zion is the foundational work behind Helena Blavatsky's Theosophical movement. Its followers placed truth on the same footing as a religion.
It's interesting. Biology, huh? Yeah, I don't find it interesting either. Oh. That told me. Awesome. I think that's this little area. Oh, see? Easy to miss stuff, easy to miss. Okay. What books are any books over here that I can read? No. Yeah, so far I am really enjoying this game. Sorry I've not had an episode up in a couple of days. Spammed quite a lot out earlier, so thought I'd give you guys a little break from the Call of Cthulhu, but I'm back at it now. Been playing a lot of Rainbow Six Siege ranked and getting absolutely spanked, but you know, all is well. Inspect the bookstore. I mean, I am inspecting the bookstore. That looks, there's clearly something behind that. Am I missing something? Anyway, the support up to this point has been absolutely phenomenal as well, guys. I really appreciate it. So you know, if you're liking and you want to see more of a specific thing, in this case Call of Cthulhu, just feel free to like, subscribe.
What happened here?
You can even share with your friends and your family and your cat and your dog and your guitar. You know.
Let's start over. Where did they break in from?
Oh, I don't know. The window, maybe the door.
Blood. Seems like amateur work.
There's no way to speak about me. So rude. Okay.
Someone tall left this footprint. A man, probably.
Assuming it's the same guy that came in because he looks injured.
This burglar seems to be rather clumsy.
Clumsy? I mean, there could be many things. Could be in pain. Could be dizzy.
What killed all these animals?
Could be intoxicated.
What sort of thief leaves his tools at the crime scene?
Could be an idiot.
What happened that made the burglar flee before finishing his work?
Well, I'd be scared of that as well, in all fairness.
What the... Charles Hawkins?
That's a crazy assumption. How does he know that?
Looks like the symbol rejected Hawkins. Where did I see it?
In the cell.
What sort of power did Sarah Hawkins' painting possess?
Voodoo. Oh, is that what I think it is? Hey.
Sarah Hawkins helped hide something in this safe.
A thick-ass book written by H.P. Lovecraft. Wonder what it could be.
Drake put in a great deal of effort to hide whatever is in here. Everything is linked to the Sarah Hawkins case.
My guess is the Necronomicon. Book of the Dead. Apologies if I cough here.
Is everyone on this island taking sleeping pills?
Yeah, that's what I said last episode, I'm pretty sure.
What link did he find between Charles Hawkins and an old amulet?
I'm gonna let you guys pause that because if I ever miss anything, I'm not able to come back. It's like a very story-driven game, so once I'm done with an area, that's it. But if I ever miss anything, point it out and I'll rewatch the video.
Arkham Editions. Never heard of him.
Azathoth and other horrors. Azathoth is an old one.
How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham Editions.
Couple.
Arkham Editions. Never heard of him.
Yeah, we're on the same boat there, bro.
How many volumes are there in this collection?
Just
another volume by Arkham Editions.
Yeah.
Arkham Editions. Never heard of him.
Okay. I've read that one, I think. See, I'm suspicious with... Yeah, I thought there was something, because that's why I was looking, I was like, that looks...
Cylinders that Drake tried to hide. I should perhaps listen to them.
Okay, is that a gramophone kicking about? Ah, awesome. Is this... what's this? History. Let me just check the books. Let's do one.
And these red rocks, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
Red drops and a golden grail.
The chalice of knowledge.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait a minute. So there's 5 of those? Wait, is this for the safe? Because there's 3 cylinders. How many? Right, I'm gonna attempt to put this in. I'm assuming cylinder 1 is cock 1. So 5. What's that, number 2 now?
I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny.
So...
The Queen has little protection.
I'm guessing 3 or 4. I'm gonna guess 3. Anyway.
Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham Editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
Well, he says 9 in that, so I'm gonna guess 9. So 3-9 or 4-9. I'm gonna guess 3-9. Oh. Oh yeah, I got it right. Nice. Happy with that. And that's the Necronomicon, alright. Here again, really? The Riverside Institute. In the nameless bookstore, Pierce traced the trail of an attempted burglary. He discovered that Charles Hawkins was behind the attempt. Pierce opened the bookstore's safe to find what the latter from and Sarah Hawkins had hidden there. A book covered in human skin, that lied inside, irresistibly attracted the detective. While he opened it, his mind was projected into another body. Yeah, that's definitely the Necronomicon. Just want to throw a little shout out there for Jamie, my close friend. He's been watching this specific playthrough, so I want to say thanks. And thank you all to the rest of you guys that have watched through all the parts as well. Appreciate it. I know Riley as well, and I think David has also been watching, but I might be wrong. Thank you anyway, if you are. You know who you are. Again, feel free to skip these cutscenes. I'm not able to edit videos because of the way that I record. Like, since it's done through the PlayStation, it's hard. Like, it uploads automatically. Especially because it's taken from a stream. I'm streaming and then uploading the stream. Rather than clips, it's a lot easier that way, you see.
Dr. Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do.
Odd.
Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
Very well. I'll examine him. 30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia. Erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell.
Put the blanket over him if he's cold.
His
So
skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin. Tender at the touch. Slightly sticky.
He needs some milk. No, I'm only joking. That sounds a lot like tentacles, you know.
Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body.
So, Doctor, an opinion?
I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
He has something in his belly. Nah, I don't know if I'm gonna say that one.
In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
Look at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
I'm sure you'll find an explanation. You have to.
Bruh, she's calling me Super Cop.
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is, this man has something inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
You know, I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth.
The man just has a wind. Come on, leave him alone. He's cold, he's in bed, pull the covers up and rub his belly.
I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier...
He seemed to feel better?
Yes. Like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion. But that doesn't explain his condition.
Then shove him in a fucking bath then.
I almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
No. This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations. And this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray that it's not here.
Dr. Colden, may I know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing? How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do to all my patients. Provide him with the best available care.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
His limbs? His body temperature? I don't know what experiments you've undertaken, but this is going too far.
Oh, I sense some excitement beneath your indignation. Could it be you wish to join me in my scientific endeavors?
You are a brilliant physician, Dr. Fuller, but this man has the attributes of some kind of animal.
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
Was that a threat? What did he mean?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
Oh, that evidence exists. I'm sure of it. I need to find the missing medical files.
And where would you find those? In his office? What if you get caught?
I'd rather not think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep mum.
Okay. Can I, like, see other patients and stuff?
Chronic insomnia. Like half the island.
Oof. Chronic insomnia sounds absolutely horrible.
Hay fever. What's he doing here?
Doctor, please. My chest. Oh.
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation. Nurse? Deborah, come and help me, please. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank you. He's in your hands.
Is there a hidden item here? Oh, no, it's like a save. It's really cool, actually. The graphics for this game are beautiful.
He broke his back in an accident down by the docks.
Oh.
Ah, the whaling station. What's wrong with me?
What are you talking about?
Doctor, that you?
Yes, it's Dr. Colden. Tell me what happened.
It's the old whaling station. See?
The one that hides the smuggling business.
Oh no, not them. They don't go on that side of the island. Everyone in his place. The captain on one side, Cat on the other, and me. Well, I've been to the whaling station, I have.
What did you see there?
Nothing. Nothing at all. The floor was all rotten and I fell straight through.
And that's how you broke your back?
Perhaps. No idea. Passed out.
Okay. I mean, sure.
She recently came back from the surgical block. She's stable. Given her file, a nephrectomy would have been inevitable. But Fuller was able to save her kidney.
Okay.
What is the boiler room key doing here? The key to the boiler room. Not where I expected to find it.
I'll keep that out because it sounds pretty...
Another insomniac. I should find the cause for such a widespread trouble.
That's a big ass pill. The breaking of necks is apparently practiced here.
Dr. Colden, here you are at last. This patient was again brought up to the psychiatric wing. We've been following the treatment you prescribed, but the dysgeusia persists and he's lost a great deal of weight. We haven't been able to move him. The stress makes him hyperallergic.
Sir, I am going to examine you. Do you understand? Inject him with a dose of pentobarbital, intramuscular, so that I can conduct the clinical examination. He bit his lips so much, they're still bleeding. White froth, evidently because of such drooling.
Oh. So it's almost like they're changing not for the better.
His binds left bloody wounds.
So, Doctor, what should we do with this patient?
Those basement brutes tied him up too tight and now he's hurt.
I keep trying to heal his wounds, but he reopens them.
Do you have a diploma as a nurse?
Excuse me?
So take care of this man.
Oof, that was brutal. Okay, now what?
Dr. Colden.
24 minutes, that's not bad.
Dr. Colden, we need you at once in Dormitory B.
What is the problem?
Mr. Evans seems to be having trouble with his IV.
I've done an exam. Deborah is looking after him.
And the family of Mrs. Harding is asking to see her medical file.
I'll never understand why it's so hard to see patients' files around here.
Rules are rules. See, with Dr. Fuller, he's in charge. Anyhow, they're still waiting, and I don't think they'll leave until they get what they want.
Understood. Anything else?
As a matter of fact, yes. A man has been brought up from the basement.
I saw him, yes. It's always the same thing. They bring them up, without any explanation, with a multitude of self-inflicted injuries. We take care of the wounds, and then they leave. Each time, I feel like I'm sending them back to hell.
Their affliction is not our responsibility. You cannot save everybody, Doctor.
Where did my fiancée go?
I don't
I hope
care.
those nutcases will stop burdening her with work.
Whatever. Officer Bradley.
Ethan,
Marie,
what are you doing here?
I'm waiting for my medication, of course. Why?
You're not here for treatment, right?
Am I so obvious?
Only to me. I know you worry about me.
I trust you. I'm happy to see you.
Me too, Ethan. Is that all?
Well, there might be something else. I'm not sure.
Tell me.
I have nightmares. They keep me awake every night. It seems stupid, I know, but they're terrible.
Actually, you're not the only one.
No. No one has ever seen the things I see. It's like I'm turning mad.
Massive theme of Lovecraft, madness.
With everything that happened to you these last days, it's no wonder you're feeling stressed.
Maybe.
Everyone in Darkwater is suffering from nightmares.
Really?
We don't have any medication left.
Oh. There's no excuse then. I should let you work.
Take care, Ethan.
You too, Marie.
Some sort of relationship here.
I don't get why they have us waiting so long. Almost no patients here.
You're an idiot.
Sorry, but nobody can take anything until I finish the inventory.
Well then, hurry the fuck up then, right? You can close the door and
Please,
ship it out.
the fewer interruptions there are, the faster I'll be finished.
Rude.
The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
Wonder why.
I don't have any business in the boiler room.
Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going? Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office. But rest assured, I'll tell him you came by.
That won't be necessary. Thank you.
I will tell him, nonetheless.
Okay. So... I didn't realise they were in this, because we're not very serious. Yeah, anyway, I didn't realise... I think we're going to have to distract her, because that's obviously where we need to go. Pardon me.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who...
Elizabeth? You alright? Why is this room in such a state?
Because, as always, I'm cleaning it by myself. And the water was once again shut off this morning. I had to bother Mrs. Donovan again, giving her a new excuse to belittle me.
Come now. Don't let that witch sap your morale. We're lacking in qualified personnel, and she knows it. Her petty punishments won't last forever.
I'm trying, Doctor. I'm trying. It's just that sometimes I imagine she shuts down the water herself, just for the pleasure of harassing me.
Her time is much too precious for these kind of petty games.
Anyway, I've learned my lesson. I'll hold my tongue next time.
Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
Shantimes.
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
So I'm assuming I have to go to the boiler room, and the boiler room is shut by that key that I found that I couldn't pick up.
No, you're
earlier.
pulling my leg. I'm not joking.
Sorry about my my cough. Nothing to worry about. Right.
The key to the boiler room. All I have to do is shut off the water and hope Donovan takes the bait.
She doesn't dare say a thing. That silly goose lets herself be trodden on. Oh well, at least we won't have to clean for a while. It's a real show.
I can't shut this with my bare hands. I need a tool.
Where the fuck am I going to get a tool to do that in here?
The doses prescribed by Fuller are far too high.
There's something not right about Fuller.
We're running out of this medicine.
I know, Doctor. We sent the purchase order, though, but Mrs. Donovan refused it.
Once again.
Can't you do anything?
Donovan takes her instructions directly from Dr. Fuller. I'm afraid I can do nothing about it for the moment.
Just a medical book. Anything in here?
We've been waiting to be restocked for weeks.
Sounds like a patient problem to me. Storage room? I'm assuming that there's a tool in here. Medical book. Really? Let's go into the... What's this, a toilet now? Yeah, toilet. Oh, it's in here, but it ain't in the storage room. Great. Oh. Oh. Can't shut up there.
I feel guilty about Elizabeth, but I need the diversion.
Do I need to...
Dr. Colden, might there be a problem with the water?
I was about to mention it. It seems it's been cut off yet again.
I can't take this, Marie. I feel I'm gonna burst.
It's not your fault if we have defective plumbing.
And yet, I'm the one who gets punished because I'm gonna have to square off with that annoying old witch. Courage, Elizabeth. Here we go. And hold your tongue this time.
The voice acting in this game is really, really good.
Mrs. Donovan?
I'm busy.
At last. The missing files must be hidden here.
I mean, they say the operating room isn't.
Something is wrong with these masts. It's some sort of puzzle.
Oh, why you do me like this? Wait, so wait, how did it change my... Oh, okay.
I've unlocked something.
Just gonna check this achievement real quick. Learn the secret of the cellar. This HP Lovecraft. Oh, I said that last time. This cylinder was hidden in Fuller's office. He recorded his thoughts on one of the menus. Okay.
Patient files. I was right.
I'm just gonna like sit and listen to this, you know.
Conclusions. Session number 17. Patient? Sarah Hawkins. The patient appears to have finally accepted the illusory nature of what she calls the mythos. It goes without
Why is Ethan on medication? Why does Dr. Fuller write psychological reports about Sarah Hawkins?
First, I presumed that her blood was the key.
This finger belonged to a woman. Why keep it here?
Explain Mrs. Hawkins' abilities.
Oh, so he's essentially injecting her with this stuff that looks very ominous or whatever, and then writing psychiatric reports.
The poor souls downstairs are not Fuller's only subjects.
Then James came, irate that Charles was keeping secrets from him. I presume that he will try to break into the basement sooner or later. I am prepared.
Hawkins, Fitzroy, and Fuller. What is the connection between these three?
It is fortunate that I had the presence of mind to set the morgue in the basement. When all the fuss about the Hawkins incident finally comes to an end, I will dispose of her belongings. In the meantime, they must remain hidden in plain sight.
Oh, I can walk through this, huh? Okay. I know it's a vision and all, but... Is that all? Oh.
Of course. Sarah Hawkins is the connection.
Awesome.
I must go back to the basement.
Well, that's all I got time for now, folks, but thank you so much for your love and support on the channel so far. You know, I think I'm closing 40 subscribers now. Not quite there, but I'm almost there. And I think that is absolutely spectacular. So I just want to show you guys my gratitude so much. I'm going to try and upload this a little bit more. This is a slightly longer episode, looking at just under 40 minutes, probably 40 minutes by the end of this. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe, and even share. Every little helps, you know. Every helps me grow, helps me get out there, and yeah. So thank you guys so much. Peace out.